And I thought this morning, so here comes Anthony Davis. And I thought, LeBron's career now spans a decade and a half. He was a young guy with all that energy in Cleveland. And then he made everybody mad, and he went to Miami to join Stars and win, veterans. And then he came back to Cleveland, and he, kind of engineers a trade to get Wiggins out, Kevin Love in, and now he's on his fourth team. Cleveland twice, Miami, and the Lakers. And I thought, let's look at the 10 best players LeBron's played with. Now, I'm not talking about their career. When they played with LeBron. Who are the 10 best LeBron teammates when he was in that town? Cleveland the first time, Miami, back to Cleveland, and now the Lakers. Here we go.
Number 10.
I'm going to go Kyle Kuzma. Last 2 years, he's averaged 17.5 points and 6 rebounds. He's available. He came into the league with 3 years of college experience. He's a grown-up. And he's an efficient player. He shoots 45% from the floor. I think Kuzma's underrated. I think he's the 10th best player LeBron's ever played with.
Number 9.
J.R. Smith gets a slight edge because he was such a lethal three-point shooter and helped LeBron win that title in 2016, where Kuzma hasn't helped him win anything. J.R. shot over 38% from threes on that title team in 2016, number 9.
Number 8.
Ray Allen also added all the three-point shooting and a title in 2013, but I think you got Ray Allen's moxie, one of the smarter players in the league, and again, shot 40% from three-point line with the Heat. And again, he had championship pedigree out of Boston, where J.R. Smith was a little kooky, a little nutty. Ray Allen is dependable.
Number 7.
I think a lot of us forget how good Zydrunas Ilgauskas was, and he played the most games of anybody with LeBron on the Cavs and the Heat. He was a 13-7 guy, one of the great energy guys in the NBA. He was LeBron's best teammate that first run in Cleveland. Zydrunas Ilgauskas played a ton with him. LeBron liked him. Great energy, and he gave you 13 and 7.
Number 6.
Well, I would put Rich Paul, his agent. He founded Clutch Sports, engineered the Anthony Davis trade. Small, not a great defender, but Rich Paul, you can't deny now the Anthony Davis trade, engineering that, is kind of rebooting LeBron's seemingly paused career.
Number 5.
Kevin Love. Never forget the 14 rebounds in Game 7 in that title win over the Warriors 3 years ago. And again, he was somewhat marginalized, but Kevin had a great career in Minnesota, which probably that alone got him near the Hall of Fame. Now he's for sure a Hall of Famer, and he averaged 17 and 10 with LeBron.
Number 4.
This will be lower on the list for me because I think Kyrie Irving's a flake. Now, they're the only teammates to both score 40-plus in a finals game, and he had that clutch 3 in Game 7 3 years ago. But let's be honest. Kyrie's career before and after LeBron has been a lot of meh. And so I like Kyrie, but I've always felt LeBron has absolutely elevated Kyrie Irving's career.
Number 3.
Whereas Chris Bosh's career was great before LeBron. He was a high school All-American, a college All-American, and an All-Star. And Toronto was a decent team with him. And he won 2 titles with LeBron. He's an 11-time All-Star. So, and by the way, his days with the Heat were 17 and 7.5, 17 points, 7.5 rebounds. Now, again, I think he's a better pure talent than Kevin Love. That's why I have him above Kevin Love. And I think he had more of a career, college and pro, without LeBron. He was going to be a 10-time All-Star without LeBron James and would get to the playoffs without LeBron James.
Number 2.
I think it's Anthony Davis. I think he's the modern big. We haven't seen him play together, but he does everything well. He runs the court. He can put it on the deck. He's not a great 3 shooter, but can hit 1 or 2 a game. He's averaged 24 and 11. He'll average 24, 25, and 12. He's the modern big. You trust him at the free throw line. Can hit an occasional 3. He can defend anybody on the pick and roll. You don't have to worry about him defending if you've got the 2-man game. And I think number 1. I think people forget how great Dwayne Wade was. I'm not talking about his career, even with LeBron. With LeBron, 22 points a game, 51% from the floor. 2 titles, and he allowed LeBron to come to the Heat and start the dynasty. His IQ and the ability to say, you know what, it's my city, but this will be LeBron's team, was really redeemable. Kyrie couldn't do that. Kyrie struggled with that. And that's the difference between Wade. Wade has a physical toughness and a mental toughness that Kyrie Irving does not have. Kyrie's just sick talented. But Dwayne Wade's ability, this is really the emotional and mental discipline that makes Wade an all-time great top 20 player. Kyrie's like, I don't want to be the second guy. Dwayne Wade's like, I own the city I'm in. I'm secure enough to step back, let LeBron, still my city, but it's LeBron's team. And I'll tell you, the last couple of years, Wade struggled back-to-back to play well. Those first 2 years, Dwayne Wade was filthy good. Those teams were a highlight reel waiting to happen. So I think Anthony Davis could surpass Dwayne Wade, number 1 all time. But to me, Dwayne's the best player he's ever played with.